I'm eating me a bologna sandwich real quick, guys. Thank you, John. Thank you, David. Let a few more people get in here and we'll get this thing underway. Eat me a little bit of quick lunch. You guys were giving me so much crap yesterday about working on the Sunny. I got up this morning after the kids got on the bus and I put some work in on the dash. If you can get that light over here. I'm still not liking the steering column that comes from the Skyline. Thanks, John. Alright, guys. I hope some of the other guys come in here. Bill, I wasn't going to do much to the to the door panels. So what I did is I kept them factory gray. And then I just did like what would be your kick panels and your cab panels. I did them in a little bit of different gray to make this look like it was vinyl. And these right here would be like, you know, plastic pieces or something. No, Skylar, I'm not tired, brother. Just getting old sometimes. Woke up this morning not feeling very well. If you guys noticed, I didn't do... yes, David, I brushed that on. I noticed you guys didn't... I didn't do my Thursday Q&A yet. I got sidetracked and was doing some other things. I'm going to try to address that today. Maybe I might not get to it today, but I'll maybe do it tomorrow and just title it Thursday Q&A. Alright, let me start off by saying thank you guys. We had a great raffle for this Buick Regal. It was going to a good cause. It is a 50-50. This morning we got to send, Richard's already been sent his money. Was able to send Richard $255. Thanks for all your guys' help. Hopefully, that will, you know, help him out, ease some worries, a bill or something, you know what I mean, or maybe get him, another kit. Like I said, he likes to do the figures and stuff, and I know there's some stuff he was looking at. With what he's going through, not only is he battling his disease in his legs, but it's led to some anxiety and some depression for Richard. And my main purpose of this goal was to relieve some stress. Right now, his wife Christine is the only one working. Richard's trying to do some commissions on the side, you know, to earn a little bit of money, but that's not a guarantee, you know what I mean? So Christine really has been pulling some extra shifts and doing some stuff, and Richard's anxiety and depression kicks in sometimes due to the stress. You know, you can only imagine what he's going through. So hopefully, like I said, we sold out, guys. I'm so proud of that. 102 slots all sold and filled. Was great. Thank you guys for that. We sent Richard $255 this morning. And like I said, hopefully he gets himself something some great people contributed. I wrote down what everybody done, how everybody went. You know what they all purchased last night. I posted, we doing some free questions, and we had lots of fun last night. While we were doing the questions and having fun yesterday, you noticed that, you know, Trevor jumped in there and bought a few spots. Trevor's Mooger. Mikhail jumped in there and bought 2 spots. Mike Mathers bought in another spot. David Goodwin, which would be your D&G garage, he jumped back in there and bought some more spots. And then Pete, the owner of ScaledWorld.net, he jumped in there and bought the remaining spots. And what was great, the last, other than Mike, Mike sent me a message, said he wanted to do more, and it was serving a great purpose. But right now, Mike's in between jobs himself, and I gave Mike crap a while ago, or well, earlier in the raffle, about only buying one measly little spot. But it's great to know that Mike is living on crumbs right now, and he was still able to jump in there to help another member out. And you know, and that shows a lot about the community of people that I'm surrounded by. I know we can't all be friends with each other through this list, but you guys are great people to me. It's great to see I have this many people surrounding me that would be able to help out another modeler that they don't even know. And like I said, we gave out 29 free spots, guys. That's great. That's almost $150 just donated to whoever. And that speaks a lot for you guys too. Butch did 8, Casey did 2, David G did 2, George did 2, Trevor did 2, David come back and donated 2 more, Scale World donated 7, and we had great questions, guys. We was having a lot of fun, not just with me, but Skylar asked questions, David G put out questions, Mooger put out questions. It was just some great stuff from all you guys come out there. Even on the Friday night hangouts, Skylar bought 2 slots and gave away 2 free slots off of questions over there. And then we'll go to the first thing I wanted to do is address the highlighted spots. The highlighted spots were the secret numbers. I contacted Richard and I said, Richard, I need you to pick out 4 secret numbers this time. Like I said, we only had 4 hidden gifts. We had 1 buy-in gift. John Stetfield from the Gap Hill Speed Shop, he donated a Subaru Rally kit for the first person that bought 10 slots. The first person that bought 10 slots was Butch. Butch wanted to redonate the kit. The second person that bought 10 spots was Skylar Joella. We know him as Kicking Wing from the 8 Second Speed Shop. He was the next person that bought 10 slots, so we gave the 10 spot buy to Skylar. So Skylar will get that rally kit. The highlighted spots were the hidden spots. The first one was slot number 2, which will go to Eddie. I can't say his last name, but he's Fast Eddie here through YouTube. And what we did for Eddie would be, if you guys look, the second place was the crimping tubes. So Eddie, if you get to see this video, message me on, I know you're on Facebook, I believe. Message me your address. I'll get these out to you. These are the beads for detailing, instead of buying the A&N fittings. This product here was recommended to me by Dropped 84 Blazer, and I picked myself up a set, and then this set here is going to Eddie. The second spot was spot 13, and David Goodwin, he would have that slot right here, and it is going to be the Warhammer figure. You'll get this Warhammer figure. James, don't run it. Don't run it for me. And David also picked number 39, which is also the Bones figure. So he'll win. David, I have your address from the last raffle. I'll be sending that to you. And then James wanted to run it, but James will receive this set of paints. Guys, I couldn't have done this without the much graded support of Pete over there at ScaledWorld.net. He made sure I was able to get the stuff that I wanted to donate back to you guys. The reason why this auction here, this raffle here, included stuff like this Vallejo paint and the figures is because Richard is a figure painter. I wanted to be able to give away stuff that included his genre of the hobby. The beads is something that I wanted to give out. I was going to go buy more of these, but the Joann's that's by me clearance these out, and this was the last one left, guys. I was going to buy more to put in here, and after seeing the great gift that Ryan Camacho got from Extreme, I felt it was more important to support Extreme by purchasing than asking for any gifts this time. Last time Chip and Lisa volunteered to do that, and which is great, and I don't want to have my hand out. I just want to be able to have a good thing. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, Dave. Follow Richard's page. He's great to ask questions. Following Richard's page, you can ask me myself. And this one here is a white metal. But the difference in the bones was like $3, and the Warhammer was $17. Made in the UK. I bought it locally. I didn't have to. There was no shipping charge, but I bought it locally. But yeah, I mean, they're great. Once you get this cleaned up, David, they're great. Has super good detail. I'm going to look into getting myself some of the plastic ones. I really want to get into some of the figures that some of those guys have. I've seen some really neat orc sets. They're more like ogres and stuff like that. And then I've seen some skeletons. I really like skeletons, guys. Skeletons and dragons. I'm more on the fantasy versus, like maybe the Space Marines or something. But that side of the hobby I offer so much. And James, this set of paint basically is going to be great for detailing. You have black, you have a black gray, natural gray, dark gray, you have white, you have ivory, you'll have dark blue, and you'll have brass. These are brand new, never used. Just take your time, get to learn them. They are acrylic. They worked great for me. The last builds over the last 2 years, they've been working great. So just take your time and experience. You can see how many of them I have. You can add into your collection through Hobby Lobby sells these singles. We got these. We got these from ScaleHobbyist.com. They have a lot of different sets. And they range for different prices. And like I said, we have more raffles planned. I don't want to do one every other week. I just happen to have my idea set for the one we did last time and for the one we did this time. Talking back and forth with George Ramos from Vision 124, from John Stancliffe from the Gap Hill Speed Shop, and talking with Pete Morales from ScaledWorld.net. This is a venture that we want to do to give back to the community. this time here, I chose to do the 50-50 for Richard. But we want to do it so that way we can offer you guys stuff. We want you guys to be able to have a chance to place an order at Extreme, or to buy, or to be able to receive a set of Steven Zimmerman wheels. Some of us were not financially secure, and our money is more tied up into making sure we stay alive versus living, if you guys know what I mean. And so we kind of want to give back to the calls like that, so you guys can enjoy the hobby. We've heard comments throughout the hobby. Well, thanks, Trevor. And I know we all have our own issues. We all have our own backstories. I'm partial to a lot of you guys, and some of you other guys, we just say hi, hey, what's up, So I understand, the companionship is different between all of us. Bill won the Art of Scale modeling puzzle, so he'll receive the yellow promo Cadillac. And then this little side note right there is just that Skylar bought that. And then, if you guys didn't know, the puzzle solved was the Art of Scale modeling can be seen and enjoy at scaledworld.net. And the reason why it didn't go enjoyed and just do enjoy, because we want you guys to keep coming back. We don't want you guys just to visit one time. You're like, well, hey, I enjoyed going to Scaled World, versus, hey guys, I enjoy going to Scale World. See what I'm saying? And that was the phrase I was going to. Please check into scaledworld.net every week, every day. Pete tries to do his best to keep that updated, but mind you, Pete has a family. He has a family, children. He has a job that's really, really pressing. He is a doorman and a chauffeur, so depending upon where his duties are that day, he don't have easy access to the internet. So what spare time he does have, he puts towards scaledworld.net. But like I said, we're not going to have just one winner today. We've had several winners. Even Mike Mathers was answering questions with us last night on our trivia questions, and one of his comments was, I know the answer. I've already won some free spots. I don't want to give out the answer. Hello, chicken. I don't want to give out the we sold out, so it's only going to be one roll today. And let's see, get this out. Gotta get this out. I have technical difficulties here. For some reason, this thing is dark as hell. There we go. Alright, so let's go to alright. Let's go to random.org. Let's make sure we get to a real site. We got 102 spots. So let's break that up. Go back 102. Can you guys all see that? Alright. Okay. You guys want to roll the first number? You want to roll 3 times? I know my friends over there at the International Scale Modeler, when they do their live show, the ISM live show, You guys can check them out on Facebook. There's also their webpage, and here on YouTube if you guys ain't subscribed to them here on YouTube. When they come to YouTube, um, they do a live show on Fridays, and what they do, they roll. I think they roll twice, and then they get the number. And David G wants to do the first one, and Skylar wants to do it too. So, and like you said, guys, on slot 78, if you guys can't see that, I put James and Skylar down on that one. If that spot comes up, I'm gonna get Skylar something. I'm gonna give James the build, and I'm gonna give Skylar. He said he's a Cadillac man, but I don't know if that's true or not. If 78 lands, I will give Skylar a promo Cadillac as well. All right, so let's go. Oop, I was going to hide the number, but it didn't pop up. Slot 81, and that will be David Goodwin again. Thank you, David. Looks like you get another Mr. Mini Dreams piece. I appreciate all you guys coming in here and doing what you guys did for Richard, doing what you guys did to support me, and it was just a lot of camaraderie between us as we was getting together. The different questions, the answers we were getting, and the funny stuff. I think the funniest part of this whole raffle was when we was doing our set of live questions, and I asked what Joe Thompson's favorite sandwich was, and Skylar didn't hesitate to say a knuckle sandwich, so I had to give him a free spot just for that answer. That was one of my funnest, and I learned some movie history as we was doing questions. I was surprised that the answer came up because I had never known they used AMC Matador and turned it into a plane for a James Bond film. I did not know that. I was always knew about the Lotus that was a submarine, and I always knew about the Aston Martin that had all the gadgets, ejector seat, machine guns, and stuff like that. I wasn't aware of the way the other things were going. And Pete from Scaled World sent me the question about the Corvettes and the V8s. I didn't know that either. And you guys not only guessed the car, but also the nickname for that motor. So that was just awesome. I seen a lot of people continue to come back and continuing to support me through all three raffles so far. Pete had mentioned, I told Pete if there was anything that he would like to add to what I was doing here, and he expressed his gratitude. He expressed his gratitude that I keep mentioning ScaledWorld.net, and that I'm offering up some great built products from my own stash that he wishes that he had something to offer too. Scaled World has been great to me, guys, and I've received a lot of I received a lot from Pete over at Scaled World, and it's, you guys just don't know how fortunate I am. And so I want to make sure that I'm in a position to help you guys as much as Pete has been here for myself. And I know Pete has reached out to a few of you other guys in the community. We've all built stuff for Scaled World personally. So it's hand over fist for me here. If I can do it for you guys, I won't hesitate, because I know I have you guys doing it for me. And I just appreciate everything. Winner's 81. He's David. You're not the only winner in this. Like I said, we got Skylar a kit. James got some stuff. Fast Eddie got some stuff. We got Bill Edmond got some stuff, and then the best of all, we got Richard. A little bit of relief, guys. I mean, I know if I was given $250 today, that it would relieve a lot of stress, and would get me a little something to play with. But I did receive more than the funds to help Richard out. I received your guys' support, and that has no value to it. So I really appreciate that. To all you guys, keep doing what you do. Richard was he is a figure painter. Does a lot of Warhammer stuff. His channel on YouTube is called The Nerd Life. He's a great inspiration to me. He's been a great teacher to me, and he's my friend. And I just thought I'd try to help him out for just a few, to do what we could. I'm lucky enough that we sold out, fellas. 102 spots sold out. A third of the spots were given away, guys. Is that not great? That, a third of it. That means 30 spots almost could have been your guys's. But you guys turned around and gave it back to the community, and we was able to do some great stuff with it. Oh, you're lucky enough, son. You got paint, boy. You got paint. You're getting the Bronco. You're getting the Bronco. So don't even trip, son. You know what I mean? You're getting the dang Bronco. I done told you. Young Model Master. Yeah, he has a disease that affects his leg. So he was a tattoo artist by trade, but since his legs have been, giving him so much, he's had to, return to home. It's led him to be wheelchair bound, guys. He's just great. This is just a way I could help out a friend of mine. Maybe get caught up on some bills. Maybe get him a kit to relieve some stress, some worries, because I know if my mind stays moving, I'm not thinking about what's ailing me, I should say, what's bringing me down. What other notes I have in here? So that was pretty good. We had a lot of good questions. We had a lot of fun. And like I said, we're waiting for Chip and Lisa to restock at Extreme so we can get our wire packages together. Now that this raffle is done, I probably won't do another one, maybe until the end of October, maybe November. We're going to, we got some new resin in, so we're going to cast up some resin. We're going to make some resin packages. We want to do what's called a dollar raffle. And by doing so, I was going to make a couple hundred spots up here, and each spot will be worth $1, and so that way we're going to have a lot of different giveaways. We'll have the goodie bags of braided wire, we'll have the goodie bags of resin, and maybe then we'll be able to do some other stuff like that. And I'm thinking just a little fun a dollar spot raffle, would be all right. But with the proceeds from last one and this one, I'm getting a resin package ready for John Paul in Canada. Butch is getting a secret gift and a secret gift. And we'll be able to do all that. Please go subscribe to the Nerd Life. Whether you're a figure builder or not, it's a great channel. He's very funny. Really like his well, they used to do a weekly Q&A show. But things have been going on. They too are in Texas. So I know right now they got the worries of the storm coming. Pappy just mentioned that last night on his live show. Sometimes the exchange rate, like if I was to buy something right now from the UK, it's like $1.73 US to their £1. So, like, if their item is $18 or 18 pounds, we're paying almost $34 for it. And then Canada is just a tad bit higher, but it's the shipping that is killing everybody, chicken. Some of these people, like I bought, I don't know if you've seen the video earlier, but chicken, I bought all these wheels from Japan. I spent $75 on the wheels, but I spent $70 to ship them here. So that's $140 worth of wheels. And shipping is what's been killing a lot of the people. They want to build, they want to add stuff to their builds, but then again, like my markers here, one of the new fads is this liquid chrome pen, and you're getting $10 for this pen, $12 for the next size up, and then almost $14 for the big pen. And that's just something some people, they want to use in their hobby, but you buy all three pens. Okay, yeah, well, right now I'm on my phone, Tony. I don't have a home computer, so I don't know how to link them to when I go live. But that's what I need to do. That would help you guys, and I apologize for that. But like me and Pete have. We got these pins from Art Primo, and now they are located at your local Hobby Lobby stores. So we plan on purchasing a full set of these for the raffle, for another giveaway raffle spot. We have good plans, and that's what we want to do. We're generating funds, but the funds ain't for me to get $500 out of this Buick Regal. The funds were for me to get money to help a great friend, and to be able to put money back into the service. So like we got this coming up. You got this right here is going to be a raffle we're going to do sometime next year. Once we're done with the C1 build, I got the Challenger build I really want to get to. And then after that is done, we're going to do this build. And with doing this build, we're going to build this somewhat kind of live like I've been doing the C1 build. So we're going to let you guys put your input in it. We're going to have a couple choices of wheels. We'll have a couple choices of colors. And then we'll let you guys depict how we build this, and then this right here will be raffled off. And this comes from the Ukraine. And then you gotta buy this kit that goes with it. And if you guys bought aftermarket wheels and tires, all right, Bill, you're so you got a $30 wagon kit, you got a $50 body. We'll probably put in a set of wheels that's going to be anywhere between 15 to 20 bucks, so it's not like I'm taking all this and I'm fattening my pocket up. We're bringing it back into you guys. We're going to be able to offer you guys some more stuff. And the only reason why I keep talking about where the funds is going is because with everything in the public eye and social media, everybody's going to find a fault, and everybody's going to have their speculations. Richard was sent the money. The purpose was to send Richard the money. We raised 200 and we raised $510. 255, exactly 50-50, went to Richard. Went straight to Richard. Richard just texted me that he has received it. So that is good. I needed proof. I asked you guys for proof before I put your name down. I wanted to make sure that everybody was covered, and I didn't want nobody to think I'm trying to take a $20 Buick Regal, threw in some aftermarket stuff, detailed it, and think it's a $500 build. That's why I put my raffle spots at $5. David, let me just check this out right now. So, in reality, I know what we raised. And then if you look at it, David won, but David bought 30, 55, $105. David put into this raffle, and I really appreciate that David. James put no money in, and he won the paint. He was given several free spots by Skylar. He loves. I didn't mean to say that. They are two good kids. They are best friends. And it was a great gesture for Skylar to purchase the spots. Skylar spent 50. Where did it? Skylar spent $60, and we're talking, a young 18-year-old kid. He spent $60, and not one spot he bought was for himself. 2 spots was for the question he done, and the 10 spots were for Young Model Master. And that shows what the main purpose of this hobby is too. And Butch from Full Throttle Costumes, last time he bought $100 worth of spots, and he donated it all. You know what I mean? So it's not just me receiving funds. It's we coming together as a community, and Scaled World and Mr. Mini Dreams, myself, are trying to re-thank you guys for the fellowship, for the continuing subscriptions and continuing submissions to ScaledWorld.net. ScaledWorld.net is great for ideas. It's great to showcase your stuff. It was said before that most of you guys build for yourself, and you really don't get a chance to attend shows, or you're not in it to go to a show for competition. This right here is a great way to display your work. It's ScaledWorld.net. They have spots where you guys can go submit your own work. Yeah, we know, James. We know, buddy. And you guys can go over there, do that, subscribe to that, and check out what's going on through the neighborhood. All the guys that commented today, all the guys, what braided line how to, Dave? How to wire it up and stuff. This is great to see this right here sell out. On the last raffle, we only sold 70 spots, but I had 204. Oh, when did it? No, you don't, Dish. Scaled World is meant for all builders. Right now, if you go there, it's mostly all automotive. That's Pete's background is he just loves cars. The format right now is set up. It's basically automotive. He's gonna make. He has plans for other venues and doing other sections down the road for other stuff like the figures and stuff. Because there's some great painters out there. If you guys don't follow Gilbert Mondragon, he has the Red Dragon Model Works. He's also operator of the Styrene Syndicate. Is a great figure painter. You have all kinds of great military painters out here. Will Patterson is a great motorcycle builder. He does all kinds of great stuff. Steve, I can't think of his last name, from the Scale Model Kit Review. You have Mike over Hobbyman Mike from the Amigos, and also Hobbyman Mike here from Facebook, from YouTube, I mean. And you know, these guys, there's a great set of figure painters out there, sci-fi painters. Look at Dredd. If you guys don't know who Dredd is, you need to go check out Dredd. He not only does figures, man, he'll make full-blown terrains and stuff. And so there may be a section coming up there that's non-automotive, but you don't have to be a professional. You know, just take the best pictures you can, build the best you can, and if you stay in contact with all of us in the community, you're bound to get better if you're willing to open up, pay attention, and listen and learn. I still got so much growth. That's why talking through Richard and talking through Gilbert, you know, Gilbert will build an automotive, but not as often as I would, you know what I mean? So to go over there and be able to ask questions, and then I can bring it back over, because I wouldn't know crap on how to weathering without asking questions. Before Blair passed away, John from the Gap Hill Speed Shop went and made a set of videos because I was interested in how to do the weathering. Well, thank you, Chicken. Tim will tell you himself, without the community, without Man Cave Models, Tim was ready to give up. He was not getting the finishes that he wanted. He was not getting the finished product that he thought he was aiming for. And now look at him. Now Tim is killing it, man. He got the right teacher close to him, the good friends around him, and we kept him encouraged. We kept him trying. And yeah, and just like Tom said, you're always learning. If you stop learning, that means you stopped being interested in this hobby, because we do it to relax, first of all. I do it to accomplish stuff, because there's so much in the world that we cannot change. I can take a model kit with 100 pieces and turn it into something somebody was like, dude, you know, and that's what I like. I like being able to challenge myself. Our good friend Solemn, there at Life After Work, he even made a comment that this is his brain exercise to keep him in a recovery mode from the strokes and the onsets that he was diagnosed with early Alzheimer's, and he needed brain exercise. And this is a great way to relieve stress, keep yourself attentive, I should say, you know. And yeah, I seen that, Chris. I seen that this morning. Yeah, now this is over and beyond right here. I did this because this is the envision that I have in my head. This is what I wanted to build. This is how I wanted to detail this for this build. There's guys at different levels that don't have the knowledge to do the wiring, or have the funds to buy the wiring, and then you see all the watch parts, you know, that are in here, you know, and the custom and you know, Yeah, Tom, that is correct. Never be afraid to challenge yourself. If you could see it in your head, why not try to put it on here? This is only plastic or resin or die cast, depending upon what you prefer to build. It can be fixed. It can be fixed. You just have to slow down, and if you can't fix it, then it's parts. Here was the first mistake. And you trash all this, then you start all the way over. If you didn't get something right, then just remove it, start over. Yeah, we have lost a lot of great builders, guys, and there is some great ones coming up. Um, just like Todd said, and this is what I chose to do. There's some great. My dad, I would swear to you guys, to this day, my dad probably hasn't touched a model in 20 years, but I still swear my dad was the best out of box builder I had ever met. The way he would do the chrome trimming with the brush, no bare metal foil, no wiring in the engine and everything. The models were just great, and I just happen to be someone that's never been into a box stock build. Everything I build has to be somewhat custom to my liking, and that was my preference of the hobby, you know. But no, chicken, to answer your question, you don't have to be a grade A modeler. You just have to be a modeler that is still passionate about this hobby enough to put his work out there. No. It looks good, but I gotta make it just right, Tom, Well, guys, thank you for today. I really appreciate it. Not yet. I don't have the ignition. I don't have the dash and ignition in yet, Chris. But I did get the dash done because yesterday I caught a crap load of stuff about being a slow builder this month. But I did get the dash done. I put an old Blaupunk radio in there. Remember the Blaupunks used to be silver? So I put an old Blaupunk in there. Got the gauges in. Did some dash trim rings. No, but you can strive for it, Monty. There's people also that you cannot teach. You cannot get them to open up their mind because they haven't heard the right words. They just hear great job, that's awesome, great job. Nobody is telling them, you should try to primer first. You should try to do this or that, And if they fail, then they won't be able to reach their next level. Just the door cards are just plain. I detailed up some speakers. I'm gonna glue them into there. My old Nissan truck, the door panels were just gray. Later, Bill. Yeah, Todd, that's a true statement. For young model master being only 16 years old, he's a great builder. There's a kid on the ISM, Jamie Dart. There's a kid over there on the ISM show by the name of Jamie Dart. His YouTube channel is Dart Modeling. This is a young man, 14, 15 years old, and can build and paint and detail some aircraft guys like one of the IMS, like IPMS greats, Yeah, I feel the same way, Chris. Don't rush it just to get it done. There's builds that we want to do for certain things, and they'll take priority over other builds. And I'm bad about having a bunch of started projects, because if I'm not imagining this build, I can't work on this build. And that's one thing, that's one thing that you see a lot of projects set to the side, is my imagination is stuck on the Sunny right now. Sure, I could be building on the lifted truck, or I could be working on the Chevette for me and Gary Ruby combo build, but I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling this, Jamie Dart Modeling. And Andrew, he follows me here on YouTube. He just started a YouTube channel, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. But like Tony said, I need to start finding links to send you guys to link. Andrew is 14 years old, guys, and you ought to see some of the stuff that he was building. He was competing scale cars. That's it. And Andrew, I got to see his stuff in person. He could have went to the teen class because he's only 14, but he put his cars in the adult class and was killing it, guys. Best engines. Oh my man, this kid can build. Yeah. It's about 80 degrees here today. I feel for you guys, 109. I hear some people say that you guys have been jealous of what I build and my building style. And then I see where you guys live at, and I'm jealous of Ryan. Ryan shared a few pictures and a story with us from where he lives, and he showed the mountains and hiking and stuff that he was going through. And I'm like, man, all I got around me is city buildings, trash, noise, cars everywhere. I'm in the middle of the city. Yeah, James, you're the best kid building. Yeah. That's what I get jealous of. Well, guys, we're about an hour into this. I really appreciate it. Congratulations, David. You came out like a fat cat on this one. You get this Regal. You're getting the 2 figures. We're going to give these beads as soon as I get Fast Eddie's address. We'll be getting these beads out to Fast Eddie. James will be getting the paint. Skylar will be getting a kit. And Bill, you'll be getting a promo. So, great fun, guys. I had a blast with you guys. Thank you so much. These are crimp beads. And what you do, you put them on the ends of your wires to make them look like fittings, chicken. In the crimp beads, when I was looking online, these are crimp tubes. These are a little bit longer. The crimp beads had a size 0. Yeah, one size smaller, like you said. But I was looking online, and the size 0 is only in the crimp bead, not the crimp tube. I just want to look at something real quick while it's on my mind. I have 28 viewers that were just here. I know not all of them put in, but let's see how many did put in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There was 22 buy-ins. But David bought a few times. Skylar bought a few times. Mike bought a few times. So we'll have to see. But, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad. I would love, what my intentions was on the dollar raffle is, if the dollar raffle would get everybody to pitch in, we could sell out easy. No, for me, I was talking about somebody like this the other day. I don't know. I don't think my building style, if I look at it, I don't think I go beyond 60. Beyond 1960. And at that matter, there's really not even the 1960 Ford pickup truck is my favorite. And I don't think I built many older than that, guys. I don't know if it's my forte, or what. I just, now looking through my whole collection, even on my kits that I have, I don't have anything of the 50s, buddy. The 60 Ford, it's not built yet. I have one that needs to be built, and the other one I sold a long time ago. I'm just looking around here. That's a good question. I don't have anything that old. I wanted to pick up that 50 Olds when it came out, and then I was just going to do a lowrider. Well, guys, Gary Parker. Well, here's what you missed. DG's Garage won the Regal. Young Model Master won the paint. DG won both figures. And Fast Eddie won the beads. And that is it. That's all you missed. The winning raffle number was number 81. And we'll see. Gary Parker, he got a free spot. He got a free spot for answering a question. And so let's see what spot he was at towards 81. GP. You was number 11, number 15, number 84. So you got kind of close. Oh, and you was 79. So I appreciate you taking part of this. You got close. Let's see. Yeah, Gary Parker picked up 6 spots one night during our live show. He got pretty close to 81. Man. But that was the beauty of it. That was the beauty of the chance. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, Trevor, what led us to the beads, what led us to the crimp beads is, and the crimp tubes is, I got 600 pieces for $12. And when you buy the A&N fittings, you get like 8 pieces for $10, Well, guys, I'm going to kill this. I got some chores to do before the kids get home. And I kind of, now, since you guys were busting my chops yesterday, I kind of want to get the end finish. See, I get so excited, I don't know how to talk to you guys. I'm going to try to get the interior flocked today. And then get the speakers put on the door cards. And maybe we'll have some see one build time when I get back. I just love the way this dash came out. I couldn't use my regular gauges, so I was digging through my decal box, and I come across these gauges, and I cut them to size and fitted them in. So that should look like this when it's all said and done. We got to get the console done. I thought I had, I might jump back into one of my, no, wrong, steering wheel's on the wrong side. I got a decal, well, I did have a decal sitting up here. I was going to build a monster tack, but I got to see where my clearance is from the windshield and stuff, so I kind of want to get the interior done. But we're going to get some flocking down on here, and then I can add the door cards in and, you know, glue them into place. Have to, you know, do that. And then get all that in. There it goes. That way you guys can kind of see. All I did on the door cards, you know, kind of keep it a little plain other than... yeah, later, Gary. We was able to sell out, Gary. If you're still here, we was able to sell out all 102 spots. And we were able to give Richard... $255 to help him and his family out. So that was great. Well, guys, I'm going to kill this feed. We'll see you guys when I return. And there you go. See you guys when I return. Hopefully you guys get some build time in. If not the rest of this week, maybe this weekend. And I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving to me. And you guys have a great day.